Welcome into another Austin Fit Talks. If you run in Austin, you probably know my guest right now, Gilbert Tuhabonye of Gilbert's Gazelles, head coach at St. Andrews. Gilbert, thanks for making time for us.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
You know, this is such an interesting time for all of us with everything we're dealing with right now with the coronavirus. And when I think about you, I always think about the community you have with the Gazelles and the happiness and everybody being together. How difficult has it been for you to maintain that right now and keep everybody together and feeling that sense of community with everything we've been dealing with?
You know, when everything stopped, I started doing some video, like weekly videos that I send to the community being the Gazelles, for inspiring them, explaining the workouts. I was lucky enough, we had the workouts are posted on the workouts, are posted on the website, so people can log in and see what it is, and they can do that on their own. They can do that with their kids and their family, and then I will send, weekly motivational video. Yeah.
That's great. One of the things, there's been so much negative that's come lately, but one of the things that I've noticed is I've seen more people out, walking in my neighborhood, running in my neighborhood. Have you gotten a sense that maybe just because people are forced to be home or they have a little more time on their hands that they are more interested in getting in shape right now?
True. Yes. I noticed that, when everything closed, the gym closed, every other sport closed. So the only thing left was running or walking. And those two things require few equipment. You just got a pair of shoes and go walk or run with your family or your relatives. I've seen the people walking on the trail, my neighborhood. I think everything was closed, and the running, it's something they've been putting on hold. But the only way to get in shape was just pick back up and start running and walking with their neighbor. It's true. The number, it's huge. I've seen people in my neighborhood that I've never seen before.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm like, where did all these people come from, But is it inspiring to see that, though? I mean, it's got to make you feel good to see people wanting to get out and get healthy.
Yes, I always knew, and the science keeps saying that the best thing, running is the best thing you can do for your body. I mean, there's all other sports, but running is probably the best. And if you look at the foundation of other sports, they all involve a sort of endurance and running. Yeah, it makes me so happy to see all these people getting out and trying to clear your head, because running, for me, helped me to clear my head and make me happy. And you hear testimonies from other people too, that when they ran, the family, everything was great in the house and the family, because you know what running does for your body.
Yeah, for sure. You've seen it all. Obviously, you've got elite runners, you've got beginners. When you have people that are coming to you that are maybe just starting on their fitness journey, just starting on their running journey, what do you tell them to get them? Because it can be tough when you're first starting. What do you tell them to encourage them and keep them coming back when maybe just running a mile is really hard for them?
Yeah, so one of the things that I emphasize is take example with this last three months where people don't have a race coming up, and mentor, they're messed up because a lot of people, especially in this community, everything evolves around events, around 5K, 10K. And what do you do? What gets you going when there's no race? So what I tell people is to set a goal, and also find a schedule, a routine, and stick with it. Because one of the things is hard is when they get out the door, you're just gonna go run. When you run without a goal in the mind, a attainable goal, a reachable goal, it's very hard and easy to stop and quit, because they don't see the end of the tunnel. They don't see, because we've been for so long training for a race. So for beginner, I tell them, why running is so important, you have to set a goal, and you also have to go really, really careful and slow. Start slow and finish strong. What that means is when you go out the door, you might have energy at the beginning, but towards the end, you might run out of steam. Start slow. Do a phalanx, run a minute, walk a minute. But eventually, a month or 2 months, you want to be able to complete a certain distance that you have a goal in mind. It can be a mile, it can be 2 miles without stopping, but you have to take baby steps. And I also tell people the thing that I see, people get hurt, right?
Sure.
People get hurt because they want it so bad. I highly recommend some sort of body weight strength, free weights, squats, lunges, push-ups, pull-ups, things that you do that need equipment. And in fact, I created like some exercises that I have people do to maintain. If you look at some of the injuries, what takes away, what stop people from running is not doing enough strength. Injuries happen because of either imbalance or weakness. So if you have a routine exercises you do, like for the Gazelles, I give them minimum 3 times a week. This is what you do. Just to maintain your strength, and your running will be more fun and joyful.
I mean, I'm dealing with it right now. I was telling you before we started, the Achilles, and it's so frustrating when you get that injury, trying to get it under control and then to be able to get back, because it can just nag at you for so long.
Yeah, and then it takes the joy out of you. So we do, again, prevention. You do these in addition to your mileage, and you get stronger. As you're getting stronger, you increase your endurance, your body gets stronger, so your calves, your Achilles, your knees, your back don't go off. So we do this. They're not that hard. So it's I believe in strength.
Yeah. You said joy a couple of times, and I see joyful on the background behind you. When I think about you, Gilbert, that's what I always think about is run with joy. And everybody that runs with you, it always looks like they're having so much fun when they're out there. How big is that piece? Forget the physical, but just making it fun and making it joyful for people.
Making it joyful, it's hard. It's harder for some of the other people. They don't know how to relax. They don't know how to leave the watch home. They don't know how to, when you're running someone, just be in a moment. Talk to your person that you're running with. Especially right now, this is a time. Go out 30 minutes, an hour with your friends and forget about pace. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoy one another. Have a conversation. Listen to them. Share ideas. It's something that is really, really, really difficult that I see. But also that running with joy, you have like 3 components. To be able to run with joy, first, when you're running, you have to be in the moment. And second, you have to do that exercises as I was telling you about. These exercises prevent you injuries. Because if you have injuries, there's no fun. It's not fun. And so you do the exercises to prevent injuries. So when you're running, it's more natural, and then you can enjoy it. And the other piece that really it's very hard. You can't tell people to leave a watch at home. No, they want to know. There's a Strava competition. They want to, The other day I had one of my runners, I've been looking on their Garmin. I asked why when we do the intervals, every interval is on its own run. I'm like, why do you do that? Your watch has a way to do laps. Why don't you do laps? It's like, no. I don't want that to affect my whole overall pace. I was like, wait a minute. This is what Strava has created. It has created this competitive. And so if people will be able to listen to their body, and that's the best way to run with joy. Get out there, have fun, enjoy the journey. That's all.
It's so hard though. You're right. Like to leave the watch at home or to leave the phone, and because we want to see the data, we want to share it with people, we want to brag. That's tough to do.
Yeah, it's a tough to do, but at the same time, right now is probably a best way to focus on yourself, meaning
Yeah.
on your individuals. Because what happened is, again, there's no race, right? Like in the future, like let's say in the next 3 months or 4 months, I don't see any race. So why do you kill yourself right now? We live in a state where the heat is going to start, humidity is going to start picking it up. So it's the best way to kind of switch your goal. Your goal would be, I am going to enjoy July. I am going to enjoy June and August. And that way, when the weather started getting better and hopefully you'll be races, then you're ready to start running fast. Right now, just keep fun and exciting.
With your runners, do you see that moment where it kind of clicks, where they're like, where you thinking they get it now, they understand, like they're in the moment, they're enjoying this, they're not worried about everything in their life that's going on around, and they're just focused on the running? Do you see those moments where it kind of clicks for someone?
Yeah, once in a while, you can see. You can also read not their mind, their happiness. How when they finish run, they're all so excited. They're not about. It's not about. Some people when they finish run, they're like, man, I don't think I can do this any longer.
Mm-hmm.
But they finish, they're like, man, I can't wait for tomorrow. Hey, what are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing next week? You can see that they're having fun by asking, what's up? What's next? What's up for me? And that's a sign that they're enjoying the journey.
Sure. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, in addition to coronavirus, obviously the other thing that we're seeing right now in the country is Black Lives Matter and this movement for racial equality. For you, as somebody who escaped, genocide in your home country, came to the U.S. for opportunity, how do you look at this movement as a Black man in America who's made a life for himself here?
I've been fortunate enough, again, to be where I am and who I am today. It's very, very important because for long it's been really tough. Something has to give. Something had to change, and it looks like we're heading in the right directions. The other day somebody asked me if I ever encountered or experienced any such of racism. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
many times. I used to live in Georgia back in '96, and I thought, '96. It's been almost
25 years almost, yeah.
25 years. Yeah, I thought that was in 25 years ago, but those things still are still here today. So the movement is heading to the right direction. Something has to change because it's been really it's been really bad.
Is that hard for you as a father who's raised two daughters in the US? Do you have to have those conversations with them about, racism and about what it means to grow up Black in the United States?
Man, I no. So yes, no. But what I tell my kids is always treat everybody equal. It doesn't matter who you are, and that's how we raise our kids. Raise the kids to treat everybody as equal. We all equal. Black, white, you name it. And that's the message that I have to them. Because when I came from in Burundi, we had discrimination among our same what I call same tribe, same color. And so the message is this: treat everybody with respect and treat everybody equal, like you treat yourself. That's the message I have for my kids.
I can't think of a better message for anybody. Forget what color your skin is. I think that's the perfect message. With everything you lived through in Burundi and escaped and came to the US, is it now in 2020, is it crazy for you to look back and think, how far you've come and what you've built for yourself and this life you've created here?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been a great journey, but I also think I'm not done. I don't think I'm done. I'm done. I think this is the time, actually. This gives me a lot of hope and energy to keep doing more. And yes, I've come so far to be to where I am today, but I'm not done. Maybe when I reach 50, when I'm in the 50s, then I will be able to say, man, I'm done. I've done a great job. I haven't. I still have a lot of goal that I'm working on. And this is a very exciting and challenging time we are in right now.
That's what I love about you, Gilbert, is it's so motivational, speaking to you. It's inspiring. The Gazelle Foundation, you've been able to do so much with the Run for the Water and through the foundation to build access to water in your home country. How is that going, and how does that continue to grow for you?
We're so lucky and fortunate to be able to do what we do. Right now, we paused for the month of May. For the month of May, half May and half July, we paused because of the corona, what was going on. But right now, pick it up, started building projects. We have done more than 100,000 are getting clean water to home. Let me tell you, my friend.
Wow.
It's just sometimes it's hard to comprehend. It gives me a chance to thank the community of Austin for helping us out. What they say, we are making a huge difference in the people's life in Burundi. When you see those children, man, it just sometimes I try to picture myself when I was that little, when I was that young. Now water in the house, no water and electricity, and I would go walk miles to go get water. Now those kids have water in the school, they have water by the homes, going to school, they have water. It just makes me appreciate the life I have, the friendship I have, the community that I live in. It's just amazing, man.
Yeah, it's incredible. When your team members go over there and they create the access to the water, what is the reaction they get from the locals there when they finally have access to clean water?
Oh, it's hard to capture. It's hard to capture. When first they go in and measure, making sure that we have enough water. They measure how many people live in a certain area and the villages, and then they inform the villages that, hey, you are about to have water in a month, 2 months, or 3 months. Man, they can't wait. When they close when I said the first day, the last day, which means the first day for the people to get water, they are waiting. Mm-hmm. They don't go home. They are surrounded to watch how the water will be closer to home. And it's hard to capture, man. It's like a movie. People are waiting for the water to be coming out of the resources, so they're going to be drinking for the rest of their lives. It's beyond, man. I don't have a way to describe it. The excitement and the energy around the whole event.
That's an amazing thing. Obviously, the Run for the Water is a huge part of raising money for the Gazelle Foundation. Do you have any idea if you're going to be able to have the event this year, or is it just kind of a wait and see right now?
We're waiting and see, but definitely we're going to have a virtual. We're planning two scenarios. It will be, if we're allowed to do the race, we are ready to do the race. But also we are going to do virtual. It will not be the same, but we have a team working very hard to create that kind of excitement and energy. At the end of the day, man, it's all about changing a life of someone. It's just huge. Thank you, Austin. That's it.
For sure. The virtual events, I mean, they're obviously not what we like, but people are doing a pretty good job with them, finding a way to still, build some excitement and give people a chance to participate in something, even if it's not what we would, choose in the ideal world. But I've been impressed with the way people put some of the virtual events together.
Yes, we have a team, and then we're going to provide a great service to those people who support us. We're working on it. It's a long way. It's in November, but with the number going up, who knows, man? but
Yeah.
we are hopefully. Well, hopefully, whatever it is, either virtual or a race or some sort of whatever we can do based on the guidelines. We are following for the city guidelines, and whatever we can do, we'll be able to provide a good service.
Good. I know you guys will. I want to ask you a couple running questions before we let you go. I see you running all over Austin. I'm sure everybody sees you on the trail, on the roads. What is Gilbert's favorite Austin run? You got one run to do in Austin. What are you doing?
I will go Mountain Vanille.
Whew. It's not exactly taking it easy on yourself.
So, like a long run, I like to go Mountain Vanille. What I do is I go up, kind of slow, medium, and then I run hard back. It's the best way, my friend, because the reason I like it, you get a chance to run on a trail a little bit, run on Lake Ocean a little bit, and then the hills, and then at the top, take a deep breath, and you see the whole city. You stand at the top, and you see the whole city, and then come back. It's beautiful.
That's awesome. What's the toughest workout? If you tell your gazelles today we're doing this, what are they most afraid of?
They are afraid of working. Working is probably not their favorite. They also don't like mile repeats. There's a mile repeats at the Zilka. They don't like that because it's hilly. It's hilly.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Working probably is the enemy.
The big hill, right? The big hill.
The Working Drive is on.
Yep.
Yes.
Down there, back behind Zilker, and if people haven't seen it, they're listening to this. It's steep, right?
It's steep. It's 100 meters. I do that for my birthday. I do that for a special occasion for me, and yeah.
Are you still doing it for your birthday?
Oh yeah. I've done the 42 working, and it took me 2 hours and a half.
Man, this is just going to keep getting harder as you get older.
No, I stop, and I'll do by time. So like.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to be out there doing 60 Wilkies one day.
No. A wise man said, don't. What are you going to do when you're 100? What are you going to do in 60? You're going to do 60 Wilkies? That's killing yourself. So now, when I reached 45, I did 45 minutes of working. That's 15 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot still.
It's a lot, yes.
Yeah. All right, Gilbert, this has been great. What's the best way for people to find you, the Gazelles, and if they want to get involved and join up with some of your groups? Yeah,
they can go to gilbertsgazelle.com. We share a space with the Loop. It's the Gable Plaza, which is right by the river. And come up, and I make it fun for people. And July is a perfect month to be kind of thinking about what you're going to do in the fall. Whether the race happens or not, you should be thinking about what do you want to do in the fall, because it keeps you motivated, it keeps you engaged. Otherwise, it's easy to stop. So July is probably the best thing to start.
Well, I told you this, Gilbert, but you saved me at the end of the Austin Marathon this year. I was absolutely dead on the last hill going up to Congress Avenue, and you literally pulled me up that hill. So I always enjoy seeing you out there. You're an inspiration, and you saved my butt at the end of the marathon this year.
Man, you are looking great, but it's tough. That is tough, man.
I don't know how good I was looking.
No, you're looking good, but you started 15 minutes behind?
Yeah.
That's hard because you're passing people, and it's hard to gauge how fast you're going. But you did great. That Hills is, that's why I go to That Hills, because I know you need me.
It is a tough finish, man, for sure. Gilbert, thanks for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's always good to talk to you, man.
Yeah, for sure. If you've missed any of our Austin Fit Talks, you can check them out at Austin Fit Magazine on the website. We got them all there for you, so give them a listen.